2018 Land Rover Discovery Sport Review. The good points of Land Rover Discovery Sport. Premium appeal. Design. In-car tech. 7 seats. The bad points of Land Rover Discovery Sport. Occasional rearmost seats. Not great for running costs. This will be the all-new Land Rover Discovery Sport, and yes, it combines reasonably limited interior, having a huge dollop of practicality and also a go-anywhere procedure for travel. The new 4x4 is currently the entry-level model into Discovery ownership. The Freelander has ceased production and is also smaller compared to all-new Discovery because of go-on-discount sales later in 2016. Its design will likely be familiar to people who be aware of Range Rover Evoque, a tight 4x4 which has been a real sales success for Land Rover. It's a serious departure from your more practicality-focused Freelander and exhibits a lot more dynamic appearance and feel. It will include an alternative replacement for customers considering an Audi Q5 or BMW X3. Premium interior for 7. Land Rover says the Discovery Sport incorporates a more compact footprint than most traditional 5-seat 4x4s, but possesses an extra 2 of seats for occasional passengers as standard. The fit and complete is really premium too, while using front dashboard featuring an 8-inch touchscreen in the middle and plush quality materials used during the entire cabin. Engines old and new. It will likely be initially launched while using diesel engine currently employed in the Freelander, that will deliver a claimed average of 46 miles per gallon. This is going to be offered which has a 6-speed manual gearbox or even a 9-speed automatic, as well as 4-wheel drive. Later on in 2015 there will likely be a new far more fuel-efficient version, the ED4, that emits just 119 gkm of CO2. Around 61 miles per gallon normally, and features two-wheel drive, and also this is likely to feature as being the entry-level model costing just under £30,000. Rumor is the fact 2016 might find all new, more fuel-efficient engines fitted within the Discovery Sport. On-road agility and off-road ability. It's a natty phrase that Land Rover believes underlines simple fact the Discovery Sport will likely be as capable off-road, to put it mildly, of a vehicle carrying the green logo, while providing an incredible drive on tarmac. It uses Land Rover's terrain response system as standard, rendering it easy for a person to select the correct setup for several conditions under tire, including snow, mud and sand. There's additionally a suite of electronic systems to help you off-road, including hill descent control, traction control and stability control. Tested in very tricky off-road conditions, the Discovery Sport inspires driver confidence and proves extremely capable. New driver aids. The new Discovery Sport also carries a phalanx of driver aids, including automatic emergency braking that helps avoid a car accident in low-speed traffic, so helping mitigate a collision at faster. Other driver aids introduced on top of the Discovery Sport include traffic sign recognition, parking assist helps steers the vehicle into a parking space, lane departure warning and front and back parking sensors. In-car entertainment and smartphone connection. There is a brand new 8-inch touchscreen display screen mounted within the central dash that controls your vehicle's entertainment and data functions, including audio and sat-nav. It also allows the trucker or passengers for connecting their mobile phone to your vehicle via a USB port. The touchscreen then acts being an extension of the smartphone, enabling the person to access various apps built for the vehicle, including parking and sat-nav, by utilizing Land Rover SYN Control Remote. The British-built 4x4 is for sale from January 2015, with new versions, for example the two-wheel drive model, being launched throughout 2015. Land Rover Discovery Sport Review. Land Rover Discovery Sport performance wasn't simple to assess during its first test completed on snow-strewn Icelandic roads. However, the 187 bhp 2.2-liter diesel engine, as employed in the Range Rover Evoque, aligned with all the 9-speed automatic, felt strong and smooth over these conditions. This engine's key characteristic could be is packed that has a hefty dose of pulling power, 420 Nm of torque that begins from low down the rev range. This makes it better to drive smoothly, and it is well suited for the silky 9-speed automatic that slips so effortlessly. Relating to the gears, it's hard to tell when the auto has changed gears. It makes for an excellent motorway cruiser at the same time as simple to drive out and about. The SD4 is usually available, which has a revised 6-speed manual gearbox which marginally raises the claimed average fuel consumption from 44.8 miles per gallon to 46.3, and reduces CO2 emissions down from 166 gkm to 162. That places the Sport in road tax band G regardless from the gearbox chosen. It has enough shove allow the Discovery Sport to tow approximately 2,200 kilograms brake towing weight, which increases to 2,500 kilograms when the automobile is fitted while using tow pack. For those seeking to reduce running costs, Land Rover is promising a two-wheel drive version 2WD with manual gearbox dubbed the ED4, that literally brings emissions into 119 gkm of CO2. Look out with a test from it soon. The Land Rover Discovery Sport works too off-road since it does on-road as a result of a lighter body compared to outgoing Freelander, and also a raft of driver aids. On-road handling. Land Rover has produced much in the comparative lightness with the new Discovery Sport and ways in which it includes a positive effect on agility while traveling. This was tricky to evaluate on winter-hit Icelandic roads. Nonetheless, it rides well, and yes, it's tough to see why the Sport won't prove a lot more responsive to controls inputs and feel more composed in comparison to its older sibling, the Freelander. The Discovery Sport also incorporates some useful driver aids, including electric power-assisted steering that's speed variable at low speeds. A tiny input gets big change of direction. At higher speeds a tiny input gets small change of direction, dynamic stability control, traction control, and engine drag torque control to stop the wheels locking when you come off the throttle quickly. All these systems are meant to assist the driving force in retaining full control from the vehicle even just in tricky driving conditions. Off-road handling. The Land Rover Discovery Sport durability is every bit strong and is also fitted using the same terrain response system as situated on the Range Rover Evoque. The driver simply selects the under-tire conditions from general road, grass, gravel, snow, mud and ruts, and sand. The drivetrain then adjusts to supply the best usage of power to give you the maximum traction and safety. The Discovery Sport also features hill descent control, gradient release control, and roll stability control, which all help make sure the Sport doesn't get rid of shape. On a snow and ice-packed off-road course the Sport proved so capable which it felt like driving on the normal road, and yes, it was only hitting deep snow you realize the work the auto was doing. Throw inside a wading depth of 600 mm plus much more handstand clearance at each side of the auto, as well as the Sport will almost certainly live around the off-road capabilities the Land Rover brand is renowned for. The driver is greeted using a well-balanced combination of premium materials and robust-looking controls. The view will probably be familiar for the owners in the bigger Discovery plus much more stylish Range Rover Evoque. Also, it feels well screwed together. The leader feels solid and includes extra functions to regulate cruise control, audio and telephone functions, with all the two conventional speedo and rev dials split by an electronic digital screen. Controls for climate control, heated seats, Window demisters and fan speed dominate the upright central console, while above is a different 8-inch touchscreen technology that responds to finger swipes and pinch moves. Gain access to various functions such as being the sat-nav, stereo audio and car performance modes. Smartphones both Android and Apple may also be connected via USB to gain access to Land Rover's in-control apps. This means the automobile's touchscreen display screen becomes an extension box of the touchscreen phone for particular apps including airport parking, internet radio and door-to-door sat-nav apps, together with accessing the phone's calendar, contacts and music library. Otherwise, mobile phones and MP3 players can be connected via Bluetooth. All Discovery Sports come that has a pop-up drive selector that twists to decide on park, reverse, drive and sport modes. Behind that is really a cubby area as well as an armrest that lifts around reveal another deep storage hole. You definitely won't be disappointed with Land Rover Discovery Sport comfort levels. Front passengers secure an abundance of leg, shoulder and head room, and with regards to the trim level chosen come with lots of adjustment. The second row of seats slide backward and forward to increase or decrease legroom, and due to a 6040 split the seats might be set at different distances to fit one or two particularly long-legged passengers. That third row of seats are for occasional use for adults and teenagers, and acceptable for longer distances for smaller children, though using the rear seats on the website for as little boot space left. This could be a mid-sized SUV, but it really comes that has a lot of kit as standard and many very useful safety technology too. Land Rover Discovery Sport equipment. There are 4 trim levels to pick from, say Tech, HSE and HSE Luxury. A new range-topping trim was added for 2016, HSE Dynamic Luxury. Say Trim Standard Kit. The entry-level trim features 5+2 seating including a 60/40 split second row that tilts and slides to regulate leg room, plus 2 fold-flat rearmost seats. It also features partial leather upholstery, a 10-speaker speakers, 8-inch touchscreen mounted from the central dash. Front seats secure heating and 6-way manual adjustment. Navigating the multimedia system, the house screen controls the audio, climate, phone and sat-nav functions, while the finger swipe away is 4x4 and off-road status, eco-performance and ambient lighting control. Heated windscreen, cruise control, DAB radio, Bluetooth audio connection and 18-inch alloys complete the kit lineup. Say Tech Standard Kit. This version adds Instacart-based SatNav system with touch functions, 3D city models and views of upcoming junctions, traffic jam announcements, lane guidance icons and motorway junction traffic sign displays. Customers also can update the auto's maps, plus use voice commands to go in a destination. Say Tech also features auto lights and windscreen wipers, front parking sensors, powered tailgate and front fog lamps. HSE Standard Kit. This derivative secures an upgraded head unit featuring 11 speakers, an amplifier and subwoofer for claimed superior sound. Buyers also gain full leather seats with 8-way electric adjustment, panoramic sunroof, xenon headlights with LED running lights, keyless entry, reversing camera and larger 19-inch alloys. HSE Luxury Standard Kit. It builds around the HSE with the help of 10-way memory electric adjustment, air conditioning to front seats, as well as the second row seats go for a heating B does the controls. There is really a parallel and perpendicular parking assist system which enables steer the vehicle into parking bays or parallel spaces, along with the customer can adjust the inner mood lighting. Buyers is only able to secure the HSE Luxury trim using the 9-speed automatic gearbox. HSE Dynamic Luxury. New range-topping trim for 2016. On top of HSE luxury version it comes while using black pack as standard, which include black design touches including roof color, side vents, door cladding and side moldings, plus gloss black 20-inch alloy wheels. Inside the vehicle are further design enhancements including contrasting colored inserts and stitching. Land Rover Discovery Sport accessories. There's an in-depth range of accessories including a black pack which includes gloss black grille, black contrasting roof, black door mirror caps and black exterior trim plus 20-inch alloys. There's an entertainment pack consisting of two 8-inch screens constructed into the back from the two front headrests, a 2 of cordless headphones, USB port and dedicated handheld remote control for rear passengers to pick out their own film, TV, music or video game system. The pack also adds a Meridian speakers with 17 speakers. Buyers may select a full panoramic sunroof with dark tint and electrically powered blind, stainless sports pedals, aluminum T-watch plates, roof rails along with a range of towing accessories. Also on offer are headrest-mounted iPad holders with quick-release fixings and also a center armrest cooler and warmer box. The high numbers of Land Rover Discovery Sport safety are actually confirmed. It has a 5-star Euro NCAP award, the biggest star rating possible on the independent crash experts. Full choice of airbags. It comes well equipped with both the motorist and front passenger securing front, head and thorax airbags, while the driving force is also protected using a knee airbag and rear passengers can depend on curtain airbags. All seatbelts consist of pretensioners plus seatbelt reminders as standard. The front passenger airbag could be deactivated, that is useful when fitting your baby carry cot around the seat. The rear two outer seats have ISOFIX for the simple, secure method to fit a compatible child seat. Auto city braking and pedestrian protection. In relation to proactive safety, the Sport is usually well equipped as standard, coming with ABS, electronic stability control, traction control, roll stability, emergency brake lights and lane departure warning, all fitted as standard. Land Rover also has fitted autonomous emergency braking as standard, a process that is meant to automatically brake the automobile if it detects a frontal collision is inevitable. As slower speeds conventional city driving, it aims to protect yourself from a collision completely, and at higher speeds as much as 50 miles per hour to relieve the severity from the impact. Pedestrians also make use of improved safety as fitted as standard is really a bonnet airbag which deploys inside event of the vehicle striking a pedestrian to produce greater cushioning on impact. One with the key strengths from the SUV, Land Rover Discovery Sport Practicality is very impressive. The second row of seats slide and tilt for additional passenger comfort, as well as the center armrest folds right down to create a load-through hatch. Occasional adult passengers or young children might be accommodated within the third row seats, which will also fold flat. Keep boot space is usually a very impressive 829 liters. Though that grows to 981 liters using the second row seats slid fully forward. There are 4 12V power points and as much as 6 USB charging points could be specified to help keep tablet and smartphone owners happy. Passengers in the beginning secure 2 cup holders along with a cubby hole with a sliding cover, while the front and back door bins offer storage area of nearly 14 liters each.